What's a team without its fans?
Our fans have a sense of community that's second to none.
And in just a handful of seasons, Seattle Kraken fans are die-hard.
We hear sometimes with the Seattle freeze.
The only freeze is on the ice.
Whether you're in the arena with a chef-prepared menu and top-tier entertainment, or you're watching from home for the most iconic calls.
That's Kraken hockey, baby!
There's nothing like hockey in Seattle.
Hey, hey! What do you say? That's Kraken hockey, baby!
It's a new day.
Now, from the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health Studio at King 5 in downtown Seattle, this is New Day Northwest.
Good morning and welcome to our Seattle Kraken special. Today it's all about you, the fans. We're digging into what you may not know about what the team offers to its fandom and what you can expect when going to games. I've been to Climate Pledge Arena for a game many a times now, and the energy is absolutely unmatched. It's something you do not want to miss. And in today's show, we're also going outside the rink for a fun fan event all over the region and beyond. So without further ado, let's get cracking on our show. And there's no better way to start any morning than with my first guest. That's right, we are guaranteed to have a smashin' good time with Chef Molly Demers, executive chef of Climate Pledge Arena, and she's here to smash her infamous smash burger, or maybe eyewall, as well as share some pretty exciting news. We'll get to that soon, but first, my friend, how are you and what are we making?
Oh my God, we're gonna make some Molly D smash burgers, which is powered by Royal Ranch, who I'm a huge fan of.
Ooh.
And summer's coming up, so this is something you can do at home, and I've got some tips, and I thought, why not you live on camera actually learn how to smash burgers? So we're gonna
And
do
you
that.
wanna hear my little secret?
Yeah, always.
I've never tried a burger before.
Wait, time out.
In my 3 decades.
Okay, I heard the
of
rumor.
This is a rumor.
real.
This is true. Yeah. So
Okay.
we're gonna do it today.
I feel like my phone's blowing up right now. I can feel it somewhere in the building.
It's happening.
Is there any reason why?
It's just like a texture thing, I guess, a look. Like I love cheese buns, usually everything
Okay,
on this,
all right.
but I move the meat. Today
I
I'm
think-
not gonna do that.
I think you're going to be
show me
okay.
how to do it.
Because smash burgers are great, right?
Yeah.
So they're really trending right now, but they actually started a long time ago, and we're going to talk about that right now. So I think we have to start
Yes.
with the burger. So
Okay, how do we
fat
go?
ratio is important. At the arena, we use an 80-20. 75-25% is really where you want to be at. And when I say ratio, we're talking 80% hard beef and then 20% fat from the tallow. So we're going to start with that. Number one rule is you want to start with cold beef. Now, everyone at home is like, why? You got to bring
Yeah.
your steaks out and let them come to room temp. But when you're smashing a burger to help that crust, you want the tallow, you want it hard. So you want to start with cold meat. That's the first. Second tip is you actually want to season after it starts cooking. Because if you
Interesting.
season ahead of time, and everyone at home's like, you got to marinate, Yes. But when we're talking about smash burgers, that salt's going to actually bring some of that water out, and that doesn't help the process.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay, then we need to talk about equipment. Summer's coming up, barbecue's going. You can totally get a griddle and go right over that. You're looking at about 400 degrees. That's the sweet spot for a smash burger. And then you want to pick the fat that you want to smash it in, which the best one is beef tallow.
Oh.
So we're actually going to be smashing our burgers next season all in beef tallow, which is super exciting. It has a really high smoke point, and it's just really dense nutrients, and it's really good for you. So are you ready to rock and roll?
You're speaking my language. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's
Okay,
go.
this is hot.
This
I can
is
feel
hot.
it.
We're
Do I
gonna
just
find,
grab it and
so
go?
first you're gonna find the hot spot, because every griddle has a hot spot. I think right here is the hottest.
Oh yeah, it is.
So you're gonna drop the ball, and then, because it wouldn't be a Molly D smash burger without onions, you're gonna grab the onions and go right into it.
So I do this first and then the onion?
So you're gonna put that down.
Ooh.
That's a good noise. There we go. Right on top.
Right on top.
And to help, you can also do this. And you're gonna want to smash as hard as you can. You are not gonna hurt
Put
the
your
booger.
whole body
There
weight
you go.
into it. Okay.
And you get one chance. You can't re-smash it.
Great.
The
great.
goal is to create. There we go.
And I can just lift it after that. Oh, it's thin. It's really thin.
Yes. Now you're gonna want to season it, because we've got the cooking going.
Okay, and then what is this? Fancy salt?
This
Good
is
Lord.
just kosher salt. You want to go a little higher to help the spread
why?
evenly. Yeah.
Oh, I just thought that was a fancy thing that chefs do.
No, that's actually, it allows it to
actually
kind of
is
go
for
like
something.
this.
Okay,
There you
okay.
go.
Woo,
I think
woo,
that's
woo,
great.
woo.
I think we should stop.
Oh. Now I just learned how to do that. Was fun. Okay.
I know, we're moving. So you're going to want to smash for about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Depending on the heat. We're not going to see that famous crust that you would see at the arena just because it's a portable one, but you're going to get the understanding
About
of
how
it.
long on each side?
About 45 seconds.
45 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's fast.
It is fast.
These are
And-
also, that's why it's great for burgers at a barbecue, because you can get them knocked out and then you're not having to temp everybody like, I want a rare, I want a medium rare.
Right.
It's a smash burger.
How do you consider when building the fan food and the drink experience? What all do you consider?
Everything. I mean, you got to think. We have 17,000 different individuals that come into our arena, right?
Right.
Now, we see trends that people lean to certain things, but I want everyone to come in the arena and really find something for them. So that's a really big factor for us. We have a great, diverse kitchen. There's actually, I am a part of a huge team. There's 6 chefs. We have about 20 junior sous chefs and about 120 cooks. And so getting feedback from all of them, what they're seeing out in their communities, what they're experiencing, where they ate last night, it just becomes part of the conversation to make a better decision, you know?
And what have you been loving this year? Like, what's new?
Poke Pop. I don't know if anyone's seen the main concourse. Poke Pop. Chef Brie, who I'm going to force to meet later on this show.
Okay, I know. Have
She's
her come.
fantastic. She spent a lot of time on this Poke Pop. She's bringing in fresh fish from East Anchor. She's got a beautiful salmon, some ahi. She's dicing that up. We spent a lot of time working on the rice. It's a really good, clean eat. I love the Poke Pop.
Ooh.
I'm a geek for it.
And something new with Fisher Scones. What can you tell me?
So this one's really, really big because Fisher Scones, 125-year-old brand.
Oh, it's iconic.
Family-owned. It's iconic. When you go to that Puyallup Fair, it's like they do almost $1 million.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's
and
insane.
probably most of it is from me. Let's be real.
So many fans would stop me on the concourse and just be like, it would be awesome to have them here. And so over the last year, we've worked really hard to bring them in. And Chef Brie, our sous chef who oversees the whole main concourse, brought them. So it's do you smell the Puyallup Fair in here?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Do the
Oh my
Puyallup.
gosh.
I can taste it.
What's really cool about this brand is they came into our kitchen. They broke bread with us.
Yeah.
They taught our team how to do it. And in there is that famous raspberry jam.
Yeah, it is.
And that butter, that whipped butter.
Okay, before we leave too, we have to talk about the most amazing thing that happened in your life. Tell us about your news.
I am engaged.
Woo!
I proposed to my girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, lucky lady.
God, I gotta tell you, I don't know which was more nerve-wracking, like doing it or picking the ring box. Like, no,
Everything.
I would FaceTime my sister and be like, this ring box, this one. I went through everything. I went through the Bachelor with the light.
And
Turns out that wasn't the winning
you even learned to how to play the ukulele, right? Why was
did.
that important?
So, her father is a huge musician. He was out of Egypt, and he's no longer with us, so I wanted to tie him in. So I actually secretly learned the ukulele, and I took voice lessons, which everyone that knows me is watching this going, that girl has zero musical talent, which was the point. So we wanted to do something that would resonate with her family, and then just do something completely out of the norm for me.
Okay,
So,
how do we finish
all
this
right.
off too?
So let's talk about smash burgers. You need a sauce. Here's our secret sea sauce.
We have about 30 seconds, Tumo.
All
Can
right.
we do it?
100%.
Pickles.
Pickles are gonna help cut some of that savory fat that we've been cooking. Straightforward, we're gonna go down with the patty. We're gonna hit it with a couple pickles, and that's it. Too many pickles, there we
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna try this, and while I'm trying it, you have the ukulele. You're gonna show me a
Oh
little
my
something,
God, let's grab
something.
a thing. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Stop it. Oh, you'd never ask.
I thought you never
I
asked.
said I'll go anywhere with a burger and a ukulele.
Oh my gosh, this is it.
First of all, anyone that plays an instrument, you guys make this look so easy. So I would like to remind the audience I've been playing for 2 months, okay?
Oh,
And the arena,
take me to break. I can't wait to keep eating during the break, but when we come back, we have another special someone coming in here, a real treat. The Seattle Kraken's house band rocks with us, learning all the ins and outs of what it's like to play the entertainment you see during Kraken games at the Climate Pledge Arena. And then the iconic voice of the Kraken shares what he thinks Kraken fans are best at. We also get a little personal about how John Forslund honors his father. That's next.
this is nice.
So nice. This is so
She said yes, by the way, everyone. So.
Let's face it, even if you love hockey, there's so much more to a game inside Climate Pledge Arena. And for those of us still learning the sport, it makes it even more exciting. And today we're welcoming the man behind all the fun that you see at the Kraken games. Lamont Buford, the VP of Game Presentation, joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You have the most fun job, I feel like. What makes a game great outside of hockey?
It's definitely the fans. They're our lifeblood, and they just make every game day exciting. They come in energized, they come in ready to root for their team, and all we have to do is just participate with them. We got music, we got everybody's favorite troll and Bowie. Our hosts do their thing, and and then with the live music, we just have a lot of fun with our fans.
Definitely bring the energy for sure. And like I mentioned, I mean, if I didn't have this job, I think I want your job. One of the best jobs in the business. How did you land this one?
It's crazy. I started in sports. It's going on now almost 25 years ago, and just stumbled into it. I had a chance to play college sports for a little bit, and then when I got out of it, there was an opportunity for me to work at a local college at Hampton University. Had a good opportunity to be there for a couple of years, and then next thing I know, I just kept going.
I like it. You build your own career and job and passion. How do you come up with the fan games that are played during the breaks and intermissions?
The games are, honestly, it's a lot of spaghetti at the wall. Like we have an amazing team that every day we're actually trying to think of different things that we can come up with. We know we only have a finite amount of time to try to make things happen, but we throw a lot of ideas on the wall. The ones that stick, we're able to kind of practice. Thankfully, we have KCI there, where if we need to go on the ice, we can go practice or rehearse just to see if it's going to work. But honestly, it's just a lot of spaghetti on the wall. We just have a lot of fun.
And how do you get fans involved? Because some people can be nervous to dance, scream, get into it, but you just build off that momentum.
It is a lot of just seeing yourself up there. The fans, they're excited to get on the Twins at Climate Pledge Arena. And when they're up there, you see some folks that get reserved, but if you see someone else actually having fun, it tends to kind of bring out the fun in you. And so that's what we see a lot. A lot of fans, just last game, you had a fan that was very nervous, covered their face up. Aww. Next thing you know, you had another fan that got up there and was like, I couldn't wait, this is the moment, and they got up there and they do their thing. So it's a lot of fun.
We also have amazing live music. You guys how do you find these incredible artists too?
Seattle is rich in history and music. And you have the great artists in Jimi Hendrix. You have, the genre and grunge that is made here. And so there's just so much history here. And all we've done is just try to tap in. We've just kind of gone out to visit different places. We've been able to word of mouth, hearing about different artists in the area. And that's what we do. We just enjoy tapping into the scene to see who's here. The group that you have here later on today is the day one for us. We love these guys, Jevin and Zachariah. Going all the way back to expansion draft, Zachariah was there. So music is just something that we love to do, and it's awesome.
And seeing, these artists come in, it kind of builds the momentum, right? Win or lose, it keeps the energy up.
It does. Win or lose, music it gives you spirit, gives you life, just like water, and it's a great thing to do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. It was amazing talking to you. And like you just said, I think we need to get over now to Jevin and Zechariah. Take it away.
Yeah. You shake my nerves and you ride on my brain. Too much of love and just a bad insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. I said, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. New Day Northwest, let's get fired up. Our life living in a gangster's paradise. We've been spending most our life living in a gangster's paradise. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that buoy.
It's just like out there in the Puget Sounds.
I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee or Santa Monica. I swear it's gonna be, won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl and she's gonna scream, "God, what have you done to a pink body girl?" And you dance at the club, oh mama. I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. Come on, where I belong down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I.
Go! Woo! What a way to start. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun, you guys. What is it like performing at Kraken games?
It's awesome. It's
I
awesome.
bet.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a while, and it's awesome.
Oh
The crowds
my
are great. The
gosh.
people are great. It's just a great environment down there. They
You-
really got it put together.
You all put like the energy like up I mean, it's incredible. I feel like
Thank
the
you.
players have got to feed off your energy too. And you've
Hopefully.
been there from the jump, right?
Yeah, since the draft. Yeah, since the inaugural draft. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was at Gasworks. That was awesome.
And you also let fans vote on what songs you can play. I'm like out of breath because I was dancing over there. I'm going to put out a couple songs, and then if you all wouldn't mind playing them, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Can you play "Yeah" by Usher?
Oh yeah. Okay, come on.
Sure.
Oh.
Usher, Usher,
Usher.
Usher. Here you go, here you go. Okay. In the club with my homie, I'm trying to get a little VI, now keep it down on the low key. Cause you know how it is. I saw Shorty, she was checking up on me. From the game, she's feeling in my ear. You can tell that she do me. But we decided to cheers. Oh, it's got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to go. You said come candy, and I got up and followed her to the floor. I said, baby, let's go. That's when I told her, I said, yeah. Shorty got down low, she said, come and get me, yeah. Got caught up, I forgot she told me, yeah. Her and my girl, they were the best of homies, yeah. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming.
Something like that, right? We'll get it.
Are you kidding? I feel like I'm with Usher.
Live band jukebox, you know?
Come on.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for being here,
Thanks
you
for having
guys.
us.
Definitely a highlight. I'm
you.
gonna be singing Usher now for the next 10 minutes.
Awesome.
It's in my
Thank
head.
you.
Okay, next time we'll all like, I don't know. I was gonna say, you know how he rips his shirt off, but
No, don't do that.
we're not.
You
gonna do
don't. You don't want us to do that.
Next show. Fair enough. So much more coming up on our Kraken special. Next, we talk about the many ways you can catch a hockey game coming up next. There's nothing like going to a Kraken game and seeing the team in action. And here to share some ticket options you might not know about is the Kraken's VP of Ticket Sales, Dan Schauder. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, so let's get into it. What is the best option for fans who want to come to more games?
Yeah, so we love our season ticket members, right? So we've got full and half season tickets on sale now for next year, actually. They're the heartbeat of our arena. Those are the people that come to the majority of the games, and they are the ones that are pumping that great energy into Climate Pledge Arena. So that's our number one. Those are the heartbeat. However, there are a myriad of options for people to buy tickets. It's not just going online to look at single game tickets. You see in front of me here, we actually have some items that you can buy with a ticket.
Really?
So we call them our special ticket offers. So for instance, if you went to UW and you have a connection to UW, but not necessarily to the Kraken, you can buy a ticket to a Kraken game and also get a UW jersey or a cap in this instance. If you like to drink beer, we have an Oktoberfest boot. And one of the really cool things about this one was we partnered with Tom's Watch Bar across the street.
Yeah.
And you can actually fill that with some beer after the game for $1. So some really cool things. And then we've got our co-branded hat with the Mariners. I don't know if you can see the logo there.
Oh, go M's.
So we got a co-branded hat with our Mariner friends. So some really cool ways to just access the building that are non-traditional outside of season tickets and just buying tickets online.
Definitely. So ways to make games more affordable and people can access them at all kind of levels.
Exactly.
Also, it's not just the game that comes with the ticket. What are some other like cool giveaways that you have like throughout the year?
Yeah, I mean, you got the bobbleheads that are all arena giveaways. We do some cool things with our partner Starbucks, where we have cups for everybody. This season, we had the Abyss Awakens type of jersey, the third jersey, and we had a cup that coincided with that. So if you filled it up, it would change colors. So just some cool things like that. As far as accessibility goes, we have our Pepsi breakaway bundles as well, which is 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and a box of popcorn geared toward families.
Yeah. What a value there.
So pretty cool, yeah. So we try to listen to the fans and meet them where they are, and try to understand like what are people asking for and try and do that.
Definitely. I also want to mention this amazing King 5 Kraken partnership.
For sure.
We're continuing it through next year with televised games that are non-national. What does that mean for fans to have access to these games, for free?
I think it's huge. Having games on at bars or restaurants or in your home is really impactful to just exposing people to Kraken hockey. I think Seattle's becoming a hockey market, and I think this TV deal has gone a long way to keep people engaged and understanding what hockey is.
Definitely. We love the partnership. And what's been your favorite part of being a part of this team with the Kraken?
Well, I've been here since the beginning. I started in 2018 before we launched the brand. So it's a point of pride for me personally. But I just love to see how Seattle has embraced Kraken hockey. They love their sports teams, the city does. And I'm just incredibly proud of all the different communities that we've reached out to and offered opportunities to come watch our games.
Definitely. And, it's only time where we're going to get a Stanley Cup, right? It's going to happen.
It's going to happen at some point. I may not be here, but it might happen.
I think we're both going to be here, and it's going to be an exciting time.
I like your optimism.
Thank you. We're going to win. Kraken hockey, baby.
That's right.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing your passion and all of these fun ways to go to a game.
Thank you.
Yes. And coming up inside the partnerships that are fueling Kraken pride. Plus, we hear from broadcaster John Forsland why he says Seattle Kraken fans are second to none. Lots more to come. Stay with us. If you don't know his name by now, you surely know his voice. His iconic calls have become synonymous with Kraken hockey. I went to Climate Pledge Arena to speak with broadcaster John Forsland for his thoughts on Seattle fans.
Rope hits, traded goals in period 1. Right up the gut, done with a shot. He scores! How do you like that? Vince Dunn!
This is your 41st season, I understand, John.
Lord.
How many hockey markets have you worked in?
Well, luckily enough, I've worked in 3. Springfield, Massachusetts, 1984 to 91. Hartford, Connecticut, 91 to 97. Raleigh, North Carolina, 97 to 20, and Seattle.
Jeez. Okay, and what can you tell us about Seattle fans? Because we've got to be your favorite, right?
Our fans have a sense of community that's second to none, and I think I'm preaching to the choir because I think the sports fans in Seattle know that. In terms of the Kraken, the way people have latched onto it, and what I like about it is there are people who are aware of hockey who have a preconceived knowledge of the game and enjoy it, and they love coming to games, but there are people who are brand new. And those people become, at times, the most ardent fans. They get a passion about the sport. To me, it's the best spectator sport there is, you know, in the arena. There's nothing like seeing a hockey game live. Our fans kind of lift the team, you know, and as we move forward with this franchise, they will do that, and they become part of it, as they are for the Seahawks, the Mariners, and every team here in Seattle.
It's so fun to go to games here. And what do you think about the city of Seattle, too, having lived here now?
I love the people. I love the openness of the people. There's a feeling here of compassion, of inclusion. A lot of the things that I think the Kraken stand for are emblematic in the community. And because of that, my family enjoys coming here and staying here during the season. I really enjoy it. The people have been great to me. I don't take that for granted. I appreciate it. This has been the best stop in my career.
Gosh, that is so amazing, and that means so much from a local like me, because we hear sometimes with the Seattle freeze, and so I'm glad that you've been loving the people.
The only freeze is on the ice.
Exactly.
That's it. I haven't experienced
That's why I'm wearing my coat.
I've heard about Seattle freeze,
Yeah.
but we haven't experienced it. No.
Okay, well, I like hearing that. And you are essentially the voice of the Kraken. What is it like to do this job and make those iconic calls game after game?
Here comes Mahura. He's in. He scores! Hey, hey! What do you say? Josh Mahura, his first goal as the Seattle Kraken wins it in overtime.
Well, the calls are great. The calls are organic. They come from the heart, and they just happen like the game does. But most importantly, our job is to navigate the fans through a training camp at the very end of the season, which we hope someday ends with a Stanley Cup.
Please.
Sometimes, you know, it doesn't, and there are reasons for it, and our mission is to tell those stories of why, but also build our players up in an area where the fans can relate to them.
The rebound in front, blocked, it goes high. That's all. That's Kraken hockey, baby. What a win tonight in Las Vegas.
That's Kraken hockey, baby, has become a fan favorite. What is it like seeing fans use this term now?
Well, it's funny where that originated, right? So that's hockey baby I've always had, right? So I've used that, most importantly, on a play that delights me.
Back for Marchman in tight, across the goal, they score! That's hockey baby! It's Yanni Newman!
But when I took the job, I started using the hashtag, that's Kraken hockey baby, on all my posts on social media. And then once we launched and we had a game, I said, you know what, I'm gonna tag a win with that. And I did, and it kind of took off, and I think people enjoy it. I'm glad they do.
Beniers with a game on his stick, walks in. He scores! That's Kraken hockey, baby!
It stands for, yes, the 2 points on a given night and hopefully a championship, but it also stands for what the Kraken believe in within the community. That's also Kraken hockey.
And that's not John's only iconic call. A little later in the show, we hear much more from him about the special tribute he pays for his late father when he calls a game. Plus, we hear about how he prepares for his job and how he got started in the first place. And next up, we're taking a closer look at how the Seattle Kraken elevate the fan experience. Their corporate partners help make it happen with a shared focus on fans and sustainability. And joining me now, Allison Bickford from the Kraken and Melanie Allen, Chief Marketing Officer at Brooks Running. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Allison, I'm going to start with you. The Kraken work with a lot of different brands. How do you choose the partners that you want to work with to have a fans first approach?
Yeah, I think it starts with shared values. Our organization has a great reputation for representing what we care about in the community in Seattle and the Pacific Northwest, and finding partners who have those similar principles and can help us lead on those initiatives means that we're going to have a great foundation in that relationship and know that throughout the partnership it'll be a fans first moment.
Ooh, and what are some cool things that you guys have partnered with and supported this season with the partners? Because I'm seeing some amazing merch out here.
Yeah, our partners show up in so many ways for our fans. Amazon's done some great things on opening night. We did this third jersey blanket that all fans in attendance got. And then on our fan appreciation night, we're doing this cooler backpack, which I think is going to be just
This is a
awesome
backpack, too?
Backpack, cooler backpack. It's fantastic, and Amazon's just leveled up with the giveaways that they do. It's really impressive what they're willing to do for our fans.
Definitely. All of these look so sleek, too, which is amazing that you can wear it every single day. Like, I'm sporting the gear.
High-end stuff. But I think my favorite thing this year that we did was with American Express. They created a program sponsoring our hat trick, so they would give fans a free hat in return because fans throw their hats when you score a hat trick. But in January, we thought we scored our first hat trick. The goal ended up getting overturned after fans had thrown their hats. So obviously a lot of disappointment, both for the score and the loss of the hat. So we got with American Express, and they ended up helping us with a campaign that we called Hat Tricked. And we ended up doing the hat giveaway anyway. Something they didn't have to do, but it was a really cool moment for our fans. I think almost 2,000 people redeemed for the free hat, and I think it was one of the more positive moments we've had for our fans in the last 5 years that I can think of.
Definitely. Okay, I want to get over to you. Last season, Brooks became the official performance gear partner of the Kraken. Congratulations. I can't take my eyes off these running shoes in front of me. I need them in my life. Melanie, tell me about the collab.
Yeah, well, these were launched for the fans. And we just wanted to make sure that fans could support their spirit both at the game, but also in their active life. These are performance shoes, which are incredible for both running, but for walking, for gym going, and especially, I couldn't forget, cheering. So they will support you as you're standing and cheering. But we also loved being able to partner with the Kraken just to make sure that we brought the Kraken spirit to life in the color design. We've got the signature anchor on the back of the heel, and then the little red eye glare in just the right places. And then this style is the Ghost 17, and we chose that because it's a carbon neutral style, which really aligns with everything that the Climate Pledge Arena stands for.
Definitely. And you were talking about how these are great for running, walking, and I hear the 5K is coming back this year. So exciting. Tell everyone how they can register.
Yeah, well, look out for this summer. You'll be able to register, look at all the Kraken places, and you'll be able to pick up your packets at the Brooks store. And run around Green Lake. It's one of the great ways to get ready for the opening season.
Yeah, Green Lake is one of my favorite places to run. You both are doing so much, Kraken, Brooks, to reach young fans. Why is that such a priority too?
Yeah, when we first met with the Kraken team, I think that was one of the first things we talked about, what things were important to each of us. And youth sports was just a common commitment for both of us. It's so important to get kids out active, giving them access to sport, but also just being able to be encouraged to get out there and do sports. So we have a youth sports night that we do together. Our program's called Future Run, where Brooks gives team grants to high school teams, coaches, mentors to be able to help kids get out and run. And then we partnered with One Roof Foundation and had an incredible youth night.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Brooks has come out and done some of our community events when we've opened sport courts in different communities, just trying to get kids access to play. And they've given out free shoes at those events, so it's been fantastic.
The work you guys do is so incredible and so fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And still ahead, how the Kraken are connecting with fans beyond the rink. Stay with us for more. This next story is a perfect example of how the Seattle Kraken goes above and beyond for fans. King 5 Sports' Brianna Vasquez introduces us to a 4-year-old Make-A-Wish recipient.
Push, push, push.
Caleb is as tough as the athletes he looks up to. While he battles leukemia, the biggest thing on this 3-year-old's mind is hockey.
Hockey is something that has stuck around since he was about 1.5, 2 years old. Anytime somebody comes over, he grabs a stick, hands it to them, and wants to play hockey.
Caleb's dream, to play with the best of them. His wish, to be a hockey team. And that's where Make-A-Wish and Caleb's favorite team stepped in.
And the Seattle Kraken agree that Caleb is part of our team, the Seattle Kraken.
Traveling all the way from Anchorage, Alaska with his parents, Caleb got to live the life of a Kraken.
Are these yours? Being able to watch my kid have fun and be himself and enjoy all these things that he wished for is just one of the best feelings I could ever have.
From the small moments like getting ready to go on the ice.
You think one day you're going to be able to get dressed yourself?
No.
What? You want me to dress you all the time? Yeah? If that's what we get to do in Bond, even when you're an adult, that's fine. Whatever means more time with you, right?
To the big ones.
How you doing? Good?
The moments where he gets to see the players and give them fist bumps. Joey last night putting his glove over his head before he stepped on the ice was just amazing.
Every moment with this little one is cherished.
Like watching life happen through the eyes of a toddler is an incredible thing and a gift that any parent gets to have. Being able to watch your own son just light up and see the generosity and the kindness and the joy that people have around him and for him, and then seeing him exude that back at them is just amazing.
This dream come true was months in the making. Over the summer, Bowie and the Kraken traveled to Alaska to tell Caleb the good news.
Like Caleb was more excited about this than Christmas.
Fast forward to January, and Caleb got to attend a Kraken game where he led the surge.
The surprise, the anticipation, the thing to look forward to has really lifted his spirits, especially in the hard times.
The youngest member of the team got to soak it all in, and so did his parents.
The best parts are where Caleb is smiling and laughing and everybody else is doing the same thing. It means the world. I mean, you can't describe it, and anyone that's in this position knows that. And seeing everything that these kids have gone through it's, I don't know, like, I'm not normally the softie, but my tears come to my eyes and I'm just blown away by everything.
The Kraken are always finding new ways to connect with fans on and off the ice. And here with a look at the new fan-focused events this season and what's ahead, I'm pleased to welcome back Tyler DeLoach from the Kraken's fan development team. Hello.
Hello, good to see you again.
So nothing says I'm devoted to my team more than getting a tattoo. I must know about this. You all had a watch party and tattoos were happening?
We did. It was at Tom's Watch Bar, and Kraken Rum sponsored the first 10 free tattoos. We had over 80 people sign up, and it was part of Allison Lucan's Deep Ink series. But the craziest thing is there were already people who had tattoos, Kraken tattoos, that came in. So both the people who got tattoos on site and the people who had tattoos talked to Allison. They told their stories about their tattoos, and there will be a piece coming out soon. So yes, that is devotion. Very, very, very much so.
So absolutely, die-hard fans there. And this Deep Ink series you're talking about, there's going to be then a full fan version of this?
There will be. So normally we do it with our players. Our players talk about their tattoos. We've been doing that for a couple years now. So now we're going to turn it over to the fans, and we're going to hear why they have their Kraken tattoos where they are. And it's going to be definitely very interesting. Somebody has one on their neck. So we'll see. We'll see.
A little deep dive there. You're also doing a ton to get kids excited about reading. Talk about this book club.
Yeah, so we just started the Kraken Book Club this year. It was in March, which is National Reading Month. And so basically kids would read each week. They'd turn in their minutes, and then after each week they'd get a prize. So the reading program, it went really well. I think there were over 2 million minutes read. So kids were reading a lot. We had over 200 schools participating. So it was great. We're super excited to do it again next year as well.
Okay, and then we talked about this last time you were here. This is so cool. The Kraken's Crystal Mountain Takeover. So cool to see Bowie, all the fans in their Kraken gear. What can you tell us about that?
So the Crystal Mountain Takeover has finished. We did that in February, but we've got a summer event coming up, and so that will be at Gasworks Park on July 15th. We are working with the Seattle Paddle Rave organization, and they are going to put on a concert on the water, and we're going to join them. So it's going to be super fun, and then we will continue having events throughout the summer, just so that we can keep people out on the water and engage with us even though we're not playing.
Definitely. How do people find out more? Is this a registered event that they need to RSVP for?
No registration. Come one, come all. Anybody can show up. But as always, SeattleKraken.com has all the info. But no registration. Completely free. It's gonna be fun.
Easy. How do you come up with all of these ideas? Because you really have everything for truly anyone, from reading to skiing. How do you come up with these ideas?
Yeah, I think the main thing for us is just knowing where our fans are, and we know that we need to go there, right? So meeting fans where they are. I'm not from here, and so when I got here, I realized that everybody's on the mountains, everybody's on the water, and I said, well, hey, why don't we go to them, right? So that's how the Outdoor Adventure Series got started, and I think just knowing what our fans are passionate about, in addition to us, is helpful, and it guides where we go.
It's probably been pretty cool then, as someone that's a transplant and new to the area, to also see some of these exciting places. So do you have a favorite spot so far that you've been?
Mount Rainier is beautiful. The closer you get, the better, obviously. But yeah, nothing beats that site when the mountain's out. So gotta say Mount Rainier.
That's why we have the shirts in everyone when the mountain's out. It's a party.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so much, Tyler. I really appreciate it. And next here on New Day's special Kraken episode, we hear more from broadcaster John Forsland. Hear his personal story behind one of his famous calls and how he got into this profession even without the schooling. His start was unconventional, but it's clear that calling games was exactly what broadcaster John Forsland was destined to do. Here's more from our conversation.
Now Beniers with McMahon and Everly. Beniers draws it. Everly gets it. In front. They score! That's hockey, baby!
It's organic. These catchphrases, you
They
don't
all
just
are,
sit at
except
night.
one.
Okay, what's one that's
So
up?
the hey, hey, what do you say, which I put on a goal that, to me, puts the game away, is for my dad.
They score! Hey, hey! What do you say? Jordan Everly! What a pass by Manny Beniers! And the Kraken have a 4-3 lead!
My dad used to say that, and I've told this story before, but my dad passed away when I was 22, when I got my first paycheck in the minor leagues, the day I got my first paycheck. He used to say that all the time when he would meet people, and it's a tribute to him. So that's the only one that I thought about ahead of time. The rest of them I use, some I've never used again. The ones I like I keep, and the fans, I hope the fans enjoy it.
Schwartz is away with a yawning cage. Bullseye!
You're so beloved by Kraken fans. I hope you know that.
For now, I hope.
Can you tell us a story that comes to mind of a fan or fans that have approached you and just been really excited?
I'm overwhelmed with the degree they've gone to, many of them. We see them on the road a lot, and it's not cliche. It really, I know the players appreciate it, but for someone in my job, when someone comes up to me and tells me how much they enjoy the broadcast or what we do.
To the slot, Montour off a stick and forked wide. On the follow-up, they score from an impossible angle.
When I was away from a team for just a short period of time, I missed the connection with the fans. And as a team broadcaster, that's really unique, and it's something that you have to cherish in your heart. And I really do, because I hope I'm the conduit to who they are and what they want to see every night. And we try to make it fun. We try to entertain. We can't get bogged down by something we can't control. We can control the telecast and where it goes and how we behave, and sometimes we behave like little children, which is okay.
Some of your best stuff is when you don't know what you're going to say, so let's go. Wait, does that make sense?
I think so, yeah.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said to me.
Are you done?
What do you want people to know about a live hockey game? Because it is so special and so different if you haven't experienced this.
Yeah, so you have to experience it. So if you come in the arena, if you come with someone who knows the game a little bit, it'll help. But even if they don't, you just get in the atmosphere and you'll watch this game that looks like it's totally a random sport, and they drop this little black disc and they chase it all over the ice and they go 100 miles an hour. But it's a game with no out of bounds. It's a game with free substitution. It's a game that can change on a dime. It's a game that one player can completely control the goaltender. If the goalie is exceptionally on his game or her game, then the game's over. No matter how well the other team plays. You can't say that for every sport. And those momentum shifts within a hockey game that are second to none. And when we get to the Stanley Cup playoffs, if you go all the way, it's a 2-month journey.
Wow.
Every other day, where the fans are just completely exhausted with emotion by the time it's over, and hopefully they're so excited with a championship that's an unbelievable experience for them and the city. But I think that's the key, is the energy that hockey brings, and realizes these are very special athletes, because again, they have a lot of the same skills and athleticism that you see attached to other players in other sports, but they're doing it on tiny blades of steel.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Everything about it, and which includes preparing to do the games. So I spend a lot of hours getting ready to do the game. There's 40 players in the game, and each one has a story. It's an overload of information, but I'm kind of very constructed with how I do it and what my game day routine is. And then the game starts. And the game is the easy part. The game really is. Once the puck goes down, it just happens. It's something I did as a little boy and dreamed of doing, and I just do the same thing now, only it's a little different.
It sure is. It's on a big stage. One of my favorite questions to ask someone that's so passionate about their career, like I can tell you are, is what 12-year-old little John would think about the person you are today and the career that you have.
Well, he'd be happy, I hope. I mean, so I was, 8 years old when I decided that maybe I'd like to pursue something like this. I played a lot of sports. I wasn't exposed to hockey. My family didn't really have the means for me to play the game at that stage of my, back in the early 70s where I grew up. But I always had an idea in the back of my mind that maybe I could call a hockey game someday. So I started, thanks to my mom, I started a hobby, and I did every game with my dad as my analyst off the television set. And his buddies would come over and the Boston Bruins would be on and I'd call the game. So, and I prepared and I did, and it helped me in school. I didn't go to school for this either, that's the other thing, but I just decided, you know what, if I got an opportunity, I was going to go for it. It's a long story, I did, and thankfully I did. But I think that that little boy would be very happy with what's happened because it's exactly what I envisioned. It really is.
That's Kraken hockey, baby.
Thank you for being here today, and thank you for spending time with us on this special Kraken Takeover episode. For more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus free. Don't forget to enjoy your New Day and go Kraken! Kraken!